we're going to start with basic system properties. I think in the first class we have seen the introduction to the system, right? What is a system? System is something which is going to manipulate the input or process the input to give us the desired output. So desired is the important word. Okay, so for that it has to be a meaningful interconnection of devices. So that is what we have seen about a system. Now what we are going to learn is that we're going to see what are the different types of properties a particular system can have, so that later on we can characterize a particular system. Okay, so the basic properties that we're going to learn in this lecture are, we will see, okay, static system and dynamic system. We will see what is going to be invertible system, non-invertible. Similarly, causal, non-causal, stable, unstable, linear, non-linear, and time invariant and time variant. So these are the 6 things that we are going to learn in the basic system properties. So as I've told you earlier, this topic is going to be very, very important for the examination. Okay, so first we'll start with what is a static system and a dynamic system. Okay, static system and a dynamic system. Can anyone tell me what is a static system and what is dynamic? What is a static system and what is a dynamic system? See, let me tell you, okay. See, okay, static means stationary, dynamic is moving, that is okay, okay. But here, in the context of systems here, the meaning of static is nothing but if a system does not have any memory. Okay, if a system for its operation, if it does not require any memory, we call the system as a static system. If a system for its function, if it requires memory, energy storage or something like that, okay, if it requires memory, then we call the system as a dynamic system. So based on the property called as memory, we classify the systems as a static system and a dynamic system. System does not have memory, static. If it has memory, we call it as a dynamic system. Okay, so please write down a static system. System which does not have any memory. A system which does not have any memory is known as a static system. Is known as a static system. Otherwise, the system is known as. Otherwise, the system is known as dynamic. Otherwise, the system is known as dynamic. So example, if you have y of n is equal to 2 into x of n minus x square of n. Y of n is equal to 2 into x of n minus x square of n. Now you see, n is nothing but an independent variable. You can talk about an x of n and a y of n. Now, if you want to have the value of y of 0, okay, if you want to have the value of y of 0, see, the samples before 0 are going to be the past values. The samples after 0 are nothing but future values. Right? So y of 0 is equal to that of x of 0 minus x square of 0. Y of 0 is equal to x of 0 minus, 2 into x of 0 minus x square of 0. So y of 0 is basically depending on x of 0, which is the present value. Okay, if you are considering y 0 is the present sample, it means that x of 0 is going to be the present input value. Your present output is basically depending on the present input. It is not depending on past and the future values. So therefore, we call the system is going to be a static system. And similarly, if I am talking about y of n is equal to x of n minus 1, then y of 0 is equal to x of minus 1. For n is equal to 0, minus 1 is going to be the past value. If you are talking about x of minus 1, it is the past input. So if you want the current value, which is y of 0, the current sample value is 0, so y of 0 is the present output. So if your output is basically depending on the past value, it means that it requires memory. Okay, the system is going to require a memory. So this is going to be a dynamic system. As system depends on past value. Here it is static. As system depends on present value. As a system depends on present value. Yes, we can say it is a memoryless system or a with memory system.